Happy Monday. We are diving into a concept, as you can see there in the description, is really leading into if you know that you're a platter person or if you are a saucer type of leader. And so I'm Connie Kircher. I serve as a lead entrepreneur coach. If you are watching live, give me a thumbs up. Let me know where you are streaming in for this video. And if you are watching the recording, again, make sure that you have subscribed to the channel. I do all things around strategy, right? Leveling up your entrepreneurship strategy, leveling up your CEO strategy, and really how do you scale and become more intentional in terms of marketing, sales, follow-up, and most importantly, managing you. And so I want to hop on live for 10 minutes today as we kick off the week. As I just got off of a networking call and we were talking about capacity, and I gave this example is it's so important as a leader of knowing if you are a platter person or if you are a saucer person. Neither are right. Neither is better than the other. The most important part of this takeaway in this metaphor I love to instill in the entrepreneurial space is the self-awareness to gauge that and know how to manage your capacity and manage your energy. So let me clarify what I mean by that is as you look at your overall ability, capacity, responsibilities. Some individuals on one side of the spectrum really thrive as platter people, okay? So they love a lot of moving parts, a lot of different dynamic projects happening at the same time. They don't get bored. They actually get energized by being a platter person. I coach a lot of female entrepreneurs that are platter individuals. If they only had one part that they only focused on, they would actually wither away and die. Like that would not serve them well. They would not feel alive. That would not be something that they actually even know how to manage. Okay. So it's the self-awareness of maybe this is giving you some language that you're a platter person. I am a platter person. I know that when I have multiple projects in different domains of my life, fitness competitions happening, financial goals that I am striving for to complete, business strategy goals, evolving my coaching business and leveling up each one of my client strategies and still being able to have tons of recovery time on my platter. I am always, building this comprehensive platter Connie. Okay. Now, on the other side of the spectrum, not good, not bad. It's the self-awareness is you may be a saucer individual. Okay. And I coach so many female entrepreneurs that are saucer individuals, and they literally would crumble and not do well if they were that overwhelmed with that many projects, that much creativity, that much expectation. So how they leverage and have beautiful impact in their business, beautiful impact in their teams, wonderful completion rates is they know they are a saucer individual. They go deep, they go narrow, they get really, really intentional on one project, and then they're able to move to the next one and the next one and the next one. They thrive in making sure that they are not scattered, right? They thrive by making sure that they have sustainability and scalability. It is a wonderful skill set to have, that you're a saucer leader because you have healthy boundaries in terms of being able to articulate, this is where my capacity is. Let me get to completion by the end of this month. And then let me see what I can take on for the next month. So there is definitely some balcony moments is what I call that to being a saucer leader is that you have a very high completion rate. You really are mindful of where your burnout mode is. You're really articulate in knowing that, hey, this is like where my capacity is. This is where my gifts lie. You don't tend to overcommit. You don't tend to under-deliver. And then you move on to the next project pretty seamlessly without having to reset a lot, okay? So I give that as today's training and as today's, live on YouTube to just do some self-awareness. And again, in the comment section, please share. Are you more of a platter leader? What are some balcony moments to that are serving you well in your industry? And what are some basements that you're not so proud of by being a platter, leader in terms of, articulating that in terms of being very self-aware of where is your edges in that platter. We tend to not necessarily know how to articulate that at times. We just think that the platter can overflow, and all of a sudden we're stuffed on the buffet of projects. Okay. Where a saucer individual may desire and maybe so like jealous of the platter leader being like, I wish I could put more on my, my saucer. I wish that I had multiple saucers that I can manage. And I just want to encourage, neither one is right or wrong. Neither one will make you more successful or not. It's, are you self-aware as step one? And step two, articulating to yourself, managing your calendar, managing the expectations you have with yourself to go, hey, I operate the best. I don't have diminishing returns when I'm operating in my platter leadership ability. I know, really a technical term, right? Or you may be coming alive when you're like, man, when I can do the deep work on one project and just get that done in 3 days, and then I go to the next one succinctly and I get that done in the next 3 days, you may be thriving and modeling that for yourself, for your team, for your family members, for colleagues, for individuals that maybe they played small because they're a saucer leader and they just never saw anyone do that in a beautiful, wonderful way, and you're modeling that for individuals. Okay. So in the video today, I hope that that is helpful. I've used that metaphor for I don't know how many years of just as you develop as a leader, as you develop as a CEO, as you have teams, as you have contractors, as you have VAs and support, individuals and vendors and colleagues and collaborative partners. Maybe a way to start thinking that through is, okay, I'm going to recognize, are they a saucer leader or are they a platter leader? And how do I leverage that so that I am not over expecting or under expecting what they are sharing? Or again, I'm really mindful that when I can recognize someone is a saucer individual and I'm a platter individual, I'm very mindful of not putting that expectation on a partner, on a strategic partner, on a collaborative partner, because I know the gifts that that individual has as a saucer leader is that she's going to thrive in that space, right? So I'm really mindful of that, of not expecting my leadership style of multifaceted to be the way that that person's going to thrive. The other wonderful way of using this language is as you are developing your strategies for business, your strategies for marketing, your strategies to go, what are the best complementary partners and how many can I actually have on my plate? Whether you're a platter or a saucer person, it's wonderful to go 100% will never lie. Okay, so this is maybe the last part, and then we'll wrap up Monday's YouTube live, is your platter or your saucer is always going to still be 100%. Okay. And I always say to clients, 2 + 2 is always 4. The numbers cannot lie. You adding up your 100% can only be 100%. The platter is not 167% this week. Okay. You're a saucer individual. Your 100% of your saucer is 100%. It's not 264% and magically we're going to fit it all on that saucer. So utilize that circular metaphor of how you utilize your week-to-week calendar, your week-to-week cadence, your week-to-week completion goals, your critical daily action steps, which I always really encourage clients to create momentum, create sustainability, create consistency, is recognizing when you look holistically at yourself, your energy out, your time, with your family, with networking, with clientele, working on your business, not just being in your business every single week, that platter or that saucer still has to equal 100%. Okay. So give yourself the grace and give yourself the proactiveness to start creating what you want that 100% to be, and not let it be that life is happening to your platter or life is happening to your saucer plate. And I always give myself, in terms of, kind of as a platter leader, I always give myself like one section that I don't want to overfill my platter, because I know that something else will come up that I will need to readjust. I will want to have a little bit of availability or flexibility in. And if I'm always just front loading so much on my platter, I won't really get that, time and availability to do that. Same thing as a saucer individual is maybe you have 2 then big projects that you complete, but maybe the third one, you're open to some new, opportunities. But again, there's no need for you to overload your saucer. You're not going to thrive in that space. So my gift today is hopefully you have slowed down for the 10 minutes together. You have thought about how can I level up as a platter, leader for myself or as a saucer leader for myself? How can I be more mindful of those that are around me in my circle of influence or that my clientele, needs to know this is how I best operate, or this is maybe where, we need some support in, and maybe thinking about some complementary partners that they get to thrive, they get to shine in their ways of leading themselves. But again, that doesn't have to be duplicated on you. So in the comment section, please let me know your biggest aha on today's CEO leadership moment with Connie. Hopefully you're enjoying just a wonderful kickoff to your week. And again, if you're watching this recording, I'd love for you to check out other training videos as I lean into CEO mindset, really talking about being intentional and strategizing and marketing and leveling up your skill sets. Because again, you working on you is your greatest asset in your business. So you can keep working on the packages, the services, the social media, the back office items. But when you really learn how to operate at the highest CEO level and being a rest employee, because we all do that in our business, is where I see our businesses really grow, really thrive, really want, to have the impact and actually see that impact, right? Because one thing for us to want that in terms of the time and the energy we're putting in. But when I see individuals really manage themselves as the greatest asset, I always say you applied to be a CEO when you started your company and you probably don't even have a job description and you probably never even held a formal interview with yourself. That as you continue to coach with me and as you continue to see these trainings, I hope that that is something that you go, yeah, I did actually accept a CEO role with no interview, no even group interview, no even resume that had to be submitted. And so leverage that, learn more about yourself in that way. And if I could support you in strategy coaching, leadership coaching, I'd love to be able to offer you a 30-minute consultation. That is always in my bio here on YouTube. And then I'm always looking for individuals that really want an experiential experience down in Mexico. That's why I've created the Elite Retreat. That's for women entrepreneurs, that we have high-level conversations. We really talk about how we're going to leverage and scale our skill sets into different marketplaces in a really fun, luxurious white glove experience with the spa and the, all inclusiveness and the, downtime and branding session and the 3 days of really intentional, deep sessions. And then you're able to do some deep work in the afternoons on your business. If that would be of interest, of course, in the bio, there is a link to schedule an interest call for that to see if that would be a fit for you for 2025 or for 2026. So enjoy the rest of your week. Thanks for all of the information down in the chat. And again, I'll see you in a couple days on our next training video. Bye.